Oh my God. I mean, I'm not surprised based on all we heard. Look at these photos. It is official. There it is. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Wow. For Travis and Taylor jointly posted photos of the proposal Instagram. This is official. She said, yes, it is. Oh, kids are next. This is no joke.
I don't know. It was at first when I looked at it, I was
Sweetie,
like,
that's what it does when you're on the stage and you perform in Arrowhead. That's what it did.
This dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. That's what I thought at first. And then I was
You come to Arrowhead, I get to meet you. That's the perk of playing for the Chiefs.
You realize he didn't even reach out to our...
Taylor Swift is serving up another spectacle, and this one's fizzier than champagne. First up, she unveiled a new Life of a Showgirl vinyl variant called the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne Edition, launched right after her Glittery Gold countdown. And then came the revelation that only 5 people, yes, 5, have actually heard the album in full. Next, Chiefs owner Clark Hunt explained why a photo of Taylor and Travis Kelce now hangs inside Arrowhead Stadium, while the team's CEO credited her with a big impact on the NFL's audience.
It's been a whirlwind, I would say, for the organization over the last 2 years since Taylor literally stepped into our lives. She's done an amazing job unintentionally of increasing our female fan base.
Meanwhile, Rachel Platten is reclaiming her hit with Fight Song, inspired by Taylor's bold blueprint. And finally, Taylor and Travis's net worth comparison reveals a jaw-dropping wealth gap. Taylor Swift has basically turned the internet into her own personal Vegas show, and fans are eating it up like it's the last free buffet on the Strip. First came that mysterious gold, glittery countdown plastered across her site. Cue Swifties everywhere dropping their homework, skipping lunch and refreshing browsers like their lives depended on it. Even Google and Apple decided to join the party. Google showered users with digital gold confetti if you searched her name, while Apple went full sparkle mode with pink glitter around her pics. Extra? Absolutely, but hey, that's Taylor. And then, ding ding ding, the clock hit 0 and boom, another vinyl edition. This one's got the glamorous name, the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne Edition, because of course it does. Sounds less like a record and more like something you'd order at a rooftop brunch, but we're not mad at it. Fans get 2 flavors here, one that shines under bright lights pearlescent, and another that's red lipstick and lace transparent. Translation? Fancy colored vinyl you'll probably never actually play, but will post on your shelf for Instagram clout. To make it even spicier, Taylor dropped a brand new promo shot, her rocking burnt orange feather fans and a jeweled headpiece that screams Showgirl meets Vegas royalty. It's part of her whole rollout for her 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, which drops October 3rd. The countdown strategy isn't new though. She's been running these digital treasure hunts like a game master. The Orange Countdown earlier this month revealed the album itself, plus her appearance on New Heights with Travis Kelce, where she gave fans more crumbs about what's coming.
So what is the significance of the color orange? Why orange?
I don't know. It feels like kind of energetically how my life has felt. And this album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life.
Since then, it's been nonstop vinyl madness. Back on August 18, she teased fans with a purple countdown that led to the Shiny Bug collection. Yes, that's actually the name, complete with wintergreen and onyx marbled vinyl and violet shimmer marbled vinyl. Google, never missing a chance to throw glitter, added purple confetti animations just for the occasion. 3 days later, on August 21, she dropped another countdown, this time with a sparkling blue vibe that led to the lovely bouquet golden vinyl. That one even came with a shot of her in a jeweled showgirl setup surrounded by dancers. Basically, Vegas in a photo. Taylor isn't just dropping vinyls like candy at a parade, she's running her new album rollout like it's a top-secret government operation. Word is, only 5 people on planet Earth have actually heard The Life of a Showgirl in full. 5. That's less than the number of Kardashians you see in a Starbucks line on any given Tuesday. Even some folks who worked on the thing, writers, producers, random interns, never got to hear the finished tracks. Insiders say they all had to sign NDAs so ironclad they probably had to swear off gossiping to their own grandmas. Apparently, she wanted to make sure no one could even hum a melody at a family dinner. And here's the kicker. Taylor didn't even let her own label hear it at first. Imagine working at Taylor Swift's label and finding out Travis Kelce got the full album before you did. Brutal. But, yep, her boyfriend spilled on New Heights that he's been lucky enough to hear all 12 tracks and called them straight-up bangers. He hinted the vibe is more up-tempo, think glittery fun pop, aka a total flip from the moody poetry club that was the Tortured Poets department. Honestly, fans probably needed this. Not everyone wants to cry into their coffee every morning. The inner circle who actually got the golden ticket? Besides Kelce, it's her ride-or-die publicist Tree Paine, Swedish hit-making duo Max Martin and Shellback, and one mysterious studio engineer who probably now walks around with bodyguards and a fake name. To keep leaks from happening, sources say they used some high-tech system that tattles if files were shared. Translation: if you even thought about a USB drive, you were cooked. Over in Kansas City, Taylor's life with Travis has turned into literal wall decor. Yep, if you walk through Arrowhead Stadium, you'll spot a giant photo of Taylor and Travis celebrating the Chiefs' Super Bowl win, and it's hanging right alongside the team's greatest moments. Sources say Chiefs owner Clark Hunt is treating that shot like it's the Mona Lisa of Kansas City football. He explained that Arrowhead has tons of photos from the team's history, but that particular moment, Swift hugging Kelce after the win, was just too iconic not to immortalize. Imagine being a diehard fan, touring the stadium, and stumbling upon Taylor Swift smack in the middle of Chiefs history like she's been on the roster since the Marty Schottenheimer era. It's not even her only cameo inside Arrowhead. Hunt pointed out that the stadium also has shots from her Eras Tour performance there, because apparently she's now part of the stadium's DNA. Honestly, Taylor Swift is one confetti cannon away from getting her own locker at this point. Hunt even admitted that watching Swift become part of Chiefs Kingdom has been wild, especially when looking back on her very first game. He called it unique to see it all from her perspective in ESPN's new 6-part series, The Kingdom. Translation: yes, Taylor's relationship with Kelce is now officially NFL documentary material. The Chiefs CEO has also been admitting that Taylor Swift hasn't just boosted Travis Kelce's stats in the romance department, she's also juiced up the league's audience numbers like she's the human version of Red Bull. Insiders say Hunt has been pointing out how suddenly the Chiefs are pulling in female fans like never before, ranking at the top of the NFL in that demographic. Translation: Swifties have officially turned Football Sunday into Taylor's Boyfriend Appreciation Day. Hunt, of course, swears this isn't some corporate stunt cooked up in an NFL marketing lab. According to him, the real headline is that he's just thrilled for Taylor and Travis, and all the ticket sales and jersey spikes are just bonus points.
It's been a whirlwind, I would say, for the organization over the last 2 years since Taylor literally stepped into our lives. She's done an amazing job unintentionally of increasing our female fan base. We used to be about a 50-50 ratio male to female fan base, and now 57% of our fans are female, which I think is probably the highest in the National Football League. So there's absolutely been a Taylor Swift effect.
Cute, but also the league isn't exactly complaining while merch flies off shelves faster than Eras Tour tickets. And let's not forget the spectacle factor. Hunt laughed that any time Taylor shows up at Arrowhead, the entire stadium practically turns into a red carpet event. It's less game day and more, is that Beyonce in the suite next door? Chiefs fans aren't mad about it either. They're eating it up. He admitted the vibe completely shifts when she's in the building. Taylor herself, she's gone full football nerd. Not long ago, she confessed she didn't even know what a first down was, or that tight end wasn't just a gym compliment. Fast forward 2 years, and she's out here screaming about draft picks in her living room like she's on ESPN. Sources said she even freaked out over the Chiefs snagging Xavier Worthy like it was the season finale of Game of Thrones. So while Taylor's rewriting the NFL's demographics, Rachel Platten is quietly grabbing her own mic drop moment. Yep, the fight song queen is pulling a full-on Swift move and re-recording her old bangers. Basically dropping Rachel's version remix on Life. She says it's all about taking her voice back, but let's be real, it's also about flexing on the industry like, hey, remember me? Still fighting, still singing, still owning my stuff. She just announced that Fight Song is coming out September 26, complete with live cuts and even a little vault surprise, because apparently that's the new trend. Thanks, Taylor. Who needs pumpkin spice season when we've got vault season? And honestly, the timing is perfect. It's the 10-year anniversary of Fight Song, that anthem everyone played on loop when they needed to fake confidence in the gym, or power walk like they were late to their villain origin story. Rachel admitted she had no clue back in 2015 that her ballad of resilience would blow up into, well, the fight song for just about everything. Personal battles, political campaigns, karaoke nights where your friend's ex showed up uninvited. Even Hillary Clinton made it her campaign theme song in 2016, which pretty much cemented it into the Hall of Fame of inspirational jams. Now, instead of rewriting history, Rachel's reclaiming it. She says she's not changing the songs, just putting a little more grown woman energy into them, layering in that decade of life experience, plus the pride of finally owning her masters. Basically, these tracks are about to come back with a side of wisdom and maybe a sprinkle of don't mess with me energy. And of course, she had to tip her hat to Taylor for inspiring the whole thing. After all, Rachel once shared a stage with Swift on the 1989 tour, belting Fight Song to a screaming stadium. Now, years later, she's following the blueprint Taylor sketched out. Stand up, take back control, and turn your hits into your own property again. And speaking of taking off, the only thing flying higher than Rachel Platten's Rachel's version is the jaw-dropping wealth gap between Taylor and Travis. This isn't just a little oops, she makes a bit more. This is she's on a private jet while he's still waiting at TSA pre-check for clear. Insiders are spilling that Taylor's empire sits at a mind-melting $1.5 billion. And how did she get there? Just by casually selling over 200 million albums, running the world's biggest tour that vacuumed up $2.1 billion in ticket sales, and stacking houses and endorsement checks like Jenga blocks. Meanwhile, Kelce's no slouch either. He's sitting on a cool $90 million. For us mere mortals, that's buy your whole extended family Tesla's money, but next to Taylor, it's basically couch cushion change. Sure, his 2-year $34.3 million Chiefs deal, plus $5 million in yearly brand deals sounds baller, but when your girlfriend could probably buy the Chiefs outright and throw in free stadium hot dogs, you start looking like the +1 on the tax return. At least Kelce's got his New Heights podcast, which, insiders say, just scored a $100 million Wondery deal. So while she's rewriting music history, he's making bank talking football with his brother. Not exactly equal footing, but love's not about math, right? That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.